How's it going, Ding Dongs? Welcome back to Ding Dong Drift. Finally back in the garage.
Here in my garage.
Knowledge.
It's been a while. I went on a month-long road trip. Present to you the girthiest boy in the tundra, and I took my Ultra Bee on it, which was freaking awesome. This thing got beat up on the trip. If you guys want to see some dirt bike content with some beautiful scenery, go check out the previous 2 videos, because for some reason you guys really don't care about dirt bike content, which I guess makes sense because this channel has entirely been car related and 3D printing in the last 4 or 5 years. So I get it, but I really do recommend go check out those videos. I think they're pretty sweet. But today we're talking about some products that I have redesigned recently, this car and some other cars as well. So let's take a look. Sorry for the humming in the background. My wife's sanding some a hutch she bought. But here are the new products. So these are actually really old. I designed these, man, when's the first time I installed these? So you can see I have them on this car and they're super dusty and old and nothing's wrong with them. They work perfectly fine. There's no issue with them whatsoever, but there's no reason for them to be this size. So these are basically stock size in terms of depth. I first designed these to fit stock covers, and then I was like, wait, I don't need the stock covers, those are ugly. So then I made these, and that's just how I've been selling it. But then I realized I don't need all this empty space in here, so I redesigned them to be much narrower. You can see that is super small. These are smaller. Shape's a little different. They're not as boxy anymore. I got a little bit more design in them. And then also I have the idle air delete right here that I've had on this engine for who knows how long. I also designed this that will cover the little hoses or the little things sticking out. And now I'm realizing it might not actually fit because the 3D scan, the 3D scan didn't pick this up. So I'm probably just gonna chop it off shorter. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna chop this off shorter. I'm not gonna reprint this. And yeah, I'm gonna put this on because as you can see, these both have plugs on them. I don't use them. So this one off, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna chop that off shorter. No need to have it. And then we'll cover it up with this new cover, and you look at that finish on it. That is freaking sick. So I now have like 24, I think, finishes that you can buy on my website for some products like this, like these ones. These ones have the carbon fiber finish. These ones have this like oil slick finish. I don't know how to explain it. It looks sick. So let's swap these out. And then the idle air delete is gonna be a little harder because it is RTV'd on. So these are super easy. Top ones are literally just 2 bolts. And I put stainless 8mm bolts on it. Cool, look at that. 4 years, maybe 5 years on the engine. Absolutely no warping whatsoever. Everything looks good. And then these ones, same thing. Just 2 bolts here. Oh, and I gotta cut the zip tie for the wires. Cool thing, I designed in these a zip tie slot. So it's a slot specifically for a zip tie. You don't have to drill any holes in it or anything. I'll show you once I get it off. That's a slot for a cam sensor wire. And then this little bump right here is perfectly sized for a zip tie. So it's a hidden zip tie. See that? That's pretty cool. I like that. Same thing here. So there's a bundle of wires that goes here. Cam wire, cam sensor wire goes here. Same thing, little zip tie holder right there. This one did break. I tightened it too much. This is actually the first ever prototype, we'll call it. I knew it was already gonna fit because I printed it in a different material, but this was the first one that was printed in PTCF. I did not reinforce this area. For the ones that I have been selling, you can see how there's like an outline? So this is printed completely solid. So I add a modifier in the slicer to print this completely solid. Yeah, that seems to work. That is enough reinforcement. So now we can put this back in. That's on there. I can just put the zip ties in, hold the wires out of place, or in place, out of the way, I should say. Now's a good time to show you the difference in size. So you see if I line them up, how much shorter the new one is. And this is just more room for turbos, piping, all sorts of stuff. If I could just find a hole. Always a problem line. I still don't recommend using power tools when doing this. I do recommend using hand wrenches, but you know, if you're lazy, you're lazy. what can you do about it? All right, so this one's a little different. I might need to, can't remember if you need to pull the belt off. Oh, it's just like wedged in there, pretty tight. Okay, got that one out. Pull this out with the belt on still. Yeah, there we go. Still got the old Schroeder Made name on it. I don't know if you guys know, but the website used to be called Schroeder Made, and I got rid of that because people didn't know how to spell it. Looking good, nothing broke after all these years. Small little crack right there. Everything's holding up. Plastic did deform a little bit here, where it's touching directly on the engine block. Same thing with right here. But like I said, this is before reinforcements on the parts, so these parts are probably hollow with like 5% infill or something. So, dude, how did I get this in here? Now I can't get it back. I am so confused, dude. I'll be right back. All right, I got it in. So see this? There is a little hook that hooks onto the, whatever this is. I don't know, idler bearing mount. Probably part of the water pump or something. And I didn't have that hooked in. So it was like on the outside and I was trying to push it in and we couldn't get it in. Finally got it lined up. Big bolts are in and tight. Now I just gotta get the small bolts in. Then it will be the top piece. And then we can take a look and see how it all looks. Whew, that was on there tight. I'm gonna use one of these little pipe cutters so I don't get any shavings anywhere. And that's it. Let's see if it fits. Perfect. There we go. I think that looks much better than the previous iteration with the little hoses sticking out. I'm gonna just put this back on and shouldn't have any vacuum leaks. Literally sweating. Look at my face.
Wow! Okay!
It is so humid. Now, is my RTV completely hardened up? Looks like it isn't. Just smooch a little bit on there. Doesn't need to be a lot. I like to use RTV instead of like the original gasket because this is porous plastic and the finish, you know, has marks, so just fills it in a little better, I think. Don't have to crank it down as hard, even though I do love cranking it. So we'll just put that on like that and put the bolts on hand tight. Let's let that dry. God, that looks so sick. Looks so much better. Covered up. Damn!
I ain't scared of nothing, really they come from nothing. Boys think they the same, but all them niggas fronting. Why they mouth keep running, I've been up to something. Let me rap real quick. Look, washing that dirt off, they spit, I turn off. Same shit I heard y'all, who learned y'all? Matter of fact, who birthed y'all? I think they curse y'all, like curse y'all. I dodge, I curve y'all. I don't return calls, cause they call at my phone for a favor. I get to it later, this shit's my turn, dog. Not a greyhound, I'm a mastiff with the misfits and the bad kids. Got a vision, dog, and it's massive. Yeah, it's my ball, I ain't passing.
Holy shit, my camera is like hot to hold. Put it back on the tripod thingy. That's crazy how hot the camera is. All right, next thing. This isn't the only thing that I redesigned. I went all out on all my best selling products. So you guys remember my Fanador adapters? When I first designed those, why does my camera keep zooming in? So when I first designed them, I actually didn't even have a 3D scanner. Did this whole flange model completely manually. Just tons of trial and error. And same thing with the mirror. Actual like mounting face of the mirror, I just did it manually. But now that I have a 3D scanner, I was able to 3D scan the whole mirror and match the adapter up to it almost perfectly. And you can see there's some of the, see how the design of the mirror, this little line goes into the adapter, curves around, follows this nice little line here. Yeah, I think this looks way better. Covers up the gap here, so no more gap. So this is for the IS300, and I also have it obviously for the SC400 as well. And I'll be designing new camera mirrors. So if you guys don't know, these are digital camera mirrors, analog HD camera here. This is kind of just for show. I'm gonna design a much more smaller, sleek one. And then got screens inside mounted on the doors. You can buy these. It's pretty much plug and play. You just need power and ground, and everything bolts up to the original door, and you don't have to modify anything. All you have to do is take out the little thingy on the window trim, the little, where is it? This little thing that covers the speaker. And your speaker might not fit. I don't know, actually. I don't have speakers, so I can't check. New mirror adapters, and I redesigned the headlight. I only have the middle half here, but as you can see now, it is completely flush. So the first version was printed in pieces, and I had to print the lens in 3 pieces so I didn't have to use a bunch of support material. Well, now that I have the H2C with the multicolor nozzle switching, I'm able to print it all in one piece. So there is a reflector inside, which is, it's basically just white inside. So no matter what color you order this, the light will always be the correct color. It will be white with the DRL on or whatever, but you can also order the lens in a different color, and it's all printed in one piece. All I do is put the LED strip in here. The wire comes out through here, more hidden zip tie holding, and then the LED strip goes inside here. I splooge a bunch of clear RTV in there just to make sure it's really waterproof, and that's it. Put a plug on that intake headlight for the SC. I also have one that I'll be designing for the IS, LS, FRS, and maybe WRX. I don't know, we'll see. And I guess I'll talk about some plans that I have as well. If you guys promise me to watch my other dirt bike videos, I'll make another dirt bike mod video, because I got taller handlebars, new grips, and I bought the whole kit to make it road legal. So we got turn signals, brake light. Man, it feels wrong buying 3D printed piece when I could just 3D print this myself, but whatever, is an already finished kit, so I just bought everything. And I got new levers for my brake levers, because I broke them. So if you guys want to see more dirt bike content, let me know, and please go check out the previous 2 videos. I would really appreciate it, because it's really sad seeing those videos do poorly, because honestly, I think even if you don't like dirt bikes, even if you don't like travel content, I think it's just those places that I went to are absolutely stunning. I went to Moab, I went to Monument Valley, Page, Arizona, Zion, Yosemite, Sequoia, Caneville, Swing Arm City, in case if you know, you know. Shit is awesome. And then some places in Colorado, so please go check out those videos. I'll still be uploading them. They won't be like I'm trying to get back on the weekly schedule with the car, where I upload either, you know, Sunday, Saturday, Monday, whatever. And then the dirt bike videos or the travel videos will be sprinkled in between, so it's not going to be the only content I'm making. But let's talk about the next thing for this car though. So if you guys remember, the last thing I did for this car is the taillights, and they turned out freaking awesome. So now I got to cover up this whole mess here, this whole gap. It's actually almost done, and yeah, I also got to fix that. And I have all the supplies here. I got my body filler, I got clear coat, so coming soon I'll be sanding this entire car, prepping it for clear coat so that I can start molding everything, so I can start ordering the molding supplies as well. Oh, and this is random, I got back into skateboarding, turning 30, how old am I gonna be? Turning 33 this Friday, and I got a freaking skateboard, because why not? My bones don't hurt enough. Can we just talk about this absolutely fucking awesome graphic though? Literally the coolest graphic on a skateboard ever created. That is just awesome. Maybe some skate videos coming up. Probably not though, because I haven't skated in like 16 years. Shit, I don't even remember the last time I skated. Probably like 13 years. Yeah, it's been a while. And here is the light bar. It was a light bar and I didn't like it, so I changed it into just like light extensions. Look at this thing go, dude. Is that not the coolest shit ever? So I did have a light bar and I printed it, and I didn't like how it looked, so I made it into this. So you can see the taillight ends right here, and then there's just a small extension with the middle just being covered up with nothing on it. I think that'll look cool. 7 hours left to print, so I'll be assembling this tomorrow because it's already late. Oh, it's like 5 o'clock or something. I don't know what it is, 6 o'clock maybe? I have no idea. But yeah, that's gonna be next. Super excited for that, because That's gonna really finish off the rear end and I can start fixing it. Yeah, there's a little bit of work to do. Gotta fix that big crack, obviously. There's a little bit of gap here. Gotta fix this. And then the doors, I don't know if I showed it in the winter. I think I did show it. In the winter, the doors cracked a bunch. I don't know why only the doors. The quarter panels are fine, the fenders are fine, but the doors got cracks everywhere. You see there's a crack there. The other door is, the passenger door is way worse. And I try to fill it in with like super glue. Hopefully it works. I don't know, we'll see. If not, I have panel bond right here. Got panel bond in case I need it. So always have that on hand. Quick fixes because it is the best. It dries quickly. It's thick so you can apply it to vertical surfaces. And if you've seen my other videos, I just use a little piece of silicone tape or clear tape or whatever it's called, this stuff, to really get it pressed into the cracks. Sorry, my ADHD is just all over the place right now. I also had a night, what the fuck? Jesus. My neighbor likes to smoke meats a lot. I had an idea for OEM taillights. So you see how I made this lens where it's just clear where the light is emitted and black where it isn't? What if, this is for the SC owners, what if I took an OEM taillight, removed the lens, and then made a new light pattern that is just clear? Would you guys be interested in that? Because I don't want to spend a bunch of time designing something, modeling something, and then no one buys it. Let me know what you guys think. Would you be interested in a lens replacement that isn't completely clear? It has, you know, like the diffused pattern, but it will have like a cool design on it, maybe like the Lexus or something. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know, guys. Sorry for all the rambling. That is going to be it for this video, ding dongs. Thank you so much for watching. I already told you what the next video is going to be, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. If you want to support the channel directly and help out monetarily, please check out the Patreon. It really helps out. I've mentioned it many times before, but I'm at a point with this project where it's getting really expensive and I only make like $100 a month on YouTube. So most of my money for this project comes from you guys purchasing products, which I greatly appreciate. Say you don't have a car that I sell products for, another way you can support is on Patreon. So I would greatly appreciate that if you are willing to join the membership. But that is going to be it for this video, ding dongs. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out, stay sweet, and I'll see you guys next week.
America, America, do you have your passport?